let's see if we can try this again. DJ Jones, welcome in, sir. Had a little bit of a dropout thanks to the internet not exactly cooperating. We are in Logan, Iowa. We're making our way to Sac City. We're going to do a little pickup there. Oh, Reno! I have been through Reno a couple of times. Never actually had a chance to stop. Going to Dallas. Hey Brad, welcome back. Network error, so the GoPro dropped off, and unfortunately it doesn't like hooking right back up when it gets a signal again. It doesn't give me that option, so my apologies for that. Like I said, we're going up to Sac City. We're going to pick up a T650 Bobcat skid steer, which we're going to take out to Thermopolis, Wyoming. Hold a second, please. Robert Simmons. Yes, sir. Robert with Valley Transportation. Yeah, I'm coming out right now to get to go pick up in Sac City here. Yeah, I didn't get it until this morning as well. Just about a little over an hour ago. And as soon as I could, I gave you a call. So. Well, I just passed through Logan, Iowa. It's about 82 miles, so about an hour and 45, 2 hours. Okay, they just, I finally got I just got the information this morning, like I said, a little over an hour ago. Well, it should work a lot smoother, I mean. All right, well, like I said, don't, do what you got to do. I'm not in a rush. I'd rather have it done correctly and safely first than fast. So, okay, not a problem, sir. All right, sir, I do appreciate it. Like I said, if you need extra time, feel free to take it. I'm not in a rush. I got an oversized load and I'll go and I'll pick up. So I have permits I'll have to wait for up there anyway. So no worries. Don't want to stress you out and have you beat me up. Well, I would hope so too, but c'est la vie. C'est la vie. All right, sir. We'll see you in about 2 hours then. All right. Have a good day, sir. Good morning. Bye. Okay. Well, we we are on our way. So that was my first shipper there here in Sac City. He's kind of out of the loop for, you know, information being passed. So the fact that my last driver manager slash dispatcher left to go to another company, and some of the paperwork has not exactly been transferred left to right from one desk to another properly. Something got left out of the loop, but my phone call was the first thing this morning that gave me any information that we were on our way. But we are on our way. But we got nice blue skies this morning. It is about 76 degrees where I'm at, just a little bit north of Logan, Iowa. We've done 58.2 miles, so we've been on the road a little over an hour, just about. We are empty, of course. 55 miles an hour on this road. Nice country drive, as it were. We got about 79 miles, so about an hour and a half, because of all the little towns we got to go through, slowing down. Mr. Ross Romes, good afternoon to you, sir. Let's see, 10 o'clock, so 6 hours behind. So it's almost getting time for your supper. Almost 4 o'clock there, if my calculation is right. 3, 4, or 5, around in that area. We'll go with 4 o'clock. So this is the bustling downtown of northwest Iowa. Cornfield, and maybe a cornfield over there. Beans and rice and, well, not rice, but corn. A few other crops growing up around here, you know, hay, straw, a little bit of cattle. I think they do a little bit of pork around here as well. But not too hustle and bustle, as they like to say. But I got to tell you, the meal last night that we made on the live stream, that was pretty dang good. Pretty dang good. I'm glad we went with the filet mignon way instead of the beef teriyaki way. I'd have been satisfied with the beef teriyaki. A little bit of snow pea, you know, maybe a little bit of red, you know, a little bit of bell pepper in there, on top of some nice, you know, flavored rice. You know, some beef demi-glace in the rice. I'd have been happy with that. Now, I would not have been disappointed with that at all. But that filet mignon with the sauce, that was pretty dang good. I was very satisfied with that meal last night. I laid back after, you know, after cleaning everything up and watching a little YouTube, very satisfied with that meal. So thank you all for selecting that as the meal. I think by Thursday, keep an eye out for a premiere, whatever they want to call it, a scheduled video on Facebook and on YouTube. I'm gonna put out like 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 recipes of what we will select for next Sunday's dinner to be made on the live stream. So keep your eyes peeled, Alex said. Probably around Thursday, I'll put out the notification. Oh yeah, Linda, it came together pretty good. I mean, if you let it sit too long, of course the butter is going to separate from, you know, some of the other stuff. You know, that's just basic chemistry. You know, basic, fat and oil. You know the fats and the proteins and and the other, the starches not combined together properly. But like I said, putting a few extra things in there that people normally don't think of helps to bind all that together. Had a nice good color, had a nice deep body flavor, which is precisely what we wanted with it. I actually could have used a little bit more sauce. I did run out of it a little bit, but other than that, I'm not really complaining. All right, so we're gonna get up here to Dunlap, D-U-N-L-A-P. Then we're gonna get to Denison, where we're gonna be making a bit of a right-hand turn, or left-hand turn in Denison. We still got 75 miles to go. Well, the little bit of the tomato paste, especially in that little tube, it's very convenient to use. If you're using tomato paste in like a sauce, it'll give you some really deep, rich, savory, mellow flavor. And it's always best if you put that in the pan first, to kind of cook it a little bit more, to really caramelize some of the natural sugars that are in the tomato paste. So you put that in there, let it get a little bit deeper red color. Then you throw in a little bit of shallot, a little bit of onion finely minced. You throw in a little bit of demi-glace, whether it's chicken or whether it's beef or pork. You throw in a little bit of your herbs so they get a little bit sweated out as well. A little splash of wine maybe, or lemon juice. And then you put your main big bold flavors at the very end, and a little bit of water to thin it out to the right consistency. It does a lot to a sauce. It really does. And I learned that trick actually from a TV chef, which I never thought of myself. It's not my idea. I learned from a TV chef, and it was just like, I tried my standard, roast beef gravy without it. And then I tried it with it, and it made a world of difference. So I was very happy with it. Raleigh, Mr. Roland Keith, I make everybody hungry. My friend, who's also a truck driver, we cry and complain about truck driving and the people on the road. We talk about cars, we talk about food, and he's always telling me that I'm making him hungry. That's my thing, Like I said, yeah, Linda, just take your typical sauce that you would make. Start off with a little, get that tube from Walmart, the little tube, looks like a tube of toothpaste. You don't need a lot, less than a less than a tablespoon or less than a teaspoon, and it makes a big difference. You know, getting those really deep, rich flavors in there really makes a difference. All right, so I wish this road was 65 miles an hour instead of 55, but the beauty of doing the job that I do, oversized, heavy haul, and the company that I'm working at, they really are more concerned with the actual safety and customer service and getting things done properly instead of fast. We are at 55 miles per hour, which is roughly, what, 90 kilometers? Just about 90 kilometers roughly. We got about 112 kilometers remaining to go to our destination at Raleigh. Oh, 80 some kilometers, okay. Yeah, 55 is not the, not exactly lighting it up down the road, but that was the quote-unquote safe speed determined by the quote-unquote professional safety engineers for this road. So I don't make the rules, I just follow them. I got a little rattle in the back here that drives me crazy. Oh, but cornfields, bean fields, a little bit of cattle, a little bit of pork, I think, in the area. Who knows what else is really being grown here? I mean, I don't think, you know, you might do a little bit of some types of grain, maybe. I don't know Iowa enough to really say, but there you go. Just crossed over the Boyer River, B-O-Y-E-R, Boyer River. So we are coming up on the little town of Dunlap. Now, not too far up the road. Then we'll get up to Denison, where I believe we have to make a pretty sharp turn in Denison, if I remember what I saw on the map. Oh yeah, Raleigh. I mean, if you're you know, just relaxing and not you don't really have anywhere to be. Oh yeah, I agree. 55, you know, 80 kilometers an hour. Preferably it to be 0 miles an hour. You know, sitting in a little lounge chair, little lawn chair in front of a little campfire, watching the rain fall or watching the river flow by and looking at the butterflies and the hummingbirds. Yeah, I mean, I can agree the slower the better. But when you're working, you know, you want to get there and get it done. But even so, in this particular stretch, till we get to our, whoa, guy just blew his tire. Guy just blew his tire right there, right in front of us. And he didn't stop, leaving a big chunk of tire on the road, and he did stop. This white truck here just blew his tire right there as he passed us. Wow. Now I'm watching the replay here, but that white truck, with that white trailer right next to us, one of his trailer tires blew out and threw the rubber up on the road, a big chunk of it. It's a good thing that white car that was behind him wasn't so close. Alan Cooper, good morning to you, sir. No, I have not been over. I've not been over to Des Moines as of yet. I mean, we're not going over that far. We're basically northwest of that. I need to turn this off because she's annoying. But I have a friend down there in a little bit west of Des Moines. A little bit of roof damage, a little bit of tree damage, whatnot. Yeah, lizard skins, gators. But that's the point of always looking in your mirror when you're driving on a constant basis. He wasn't even looking at the mirrors. Because once he would have seen a tire, he would have saw that, that chunk of rubber, 3 foot, 4 foot long, bouncing in the street. He would have seen that. And he would have said, oh my goodness, I blew a tire. Let me throw on my my flashers, my four-way hazard lights. Let me slow down and get off the road. Let me go pick up that piece of rubber out of the road so nobody hits it and has a problem. St. Patrick Catholic Church. Outs. All right. Keep her down under 25 here. Yes, we are on a truck route. Trucks are allowed to be here. It's not the best place to be, but that's why speed limit was 25. I was doing under 20, coming down that little bit of an incline there, because I will not take the chance of some child or somebody's dog got loose from the leash, went across the street and I hit him. I'm not doing that. I will not take that chance. I'm not going to let somebody whipping around the corner on a bicycle or in their little car, I'm not going to take a chance. So I always go slower than the speed limit inside these small towns, especially when I have to go through, the very center of town. All right, Dunlap. That was the long and short of it right there. All right. So now we're going to head up here to Denison, about 17 miles, 16 miles up. Yes. Dow City is next, 8 miles up. Crawford County. Crawford County. Much the same as the last county. Alright, set our cruise control back on. Oh yeah, I mean, you got to remember, you know, these truck tires, they take a lot of abuse. They really do. They, you know, they're heavy, they're tough, especially when a truck is going down the road 65 miles, 100 plus kilometers, and it goes through, flying through the air. You know, basic physics, you know, says someone's gonna get hurt. One a.m. Raleigh? Yeah, I think you need to go get your beauty sleep there, my friend. Have a good night. Have a great morning tomorrow, because, well, you're already in tomorrow, so there you go. So, you know, have a good night. Sleep tight. Enjoy the day. And hopefully we'll see you soon. So, you know, we are riding along. So 62 miles to go, about 100 kilometers. And this is my morning, right here. Yeah, God bless, Robbie. We'll talk to you later. So an easy ride here. We're going to pick up a Bobcat. We're not going to put it all the way up, you know, as far forward on the trailer as possible. That's the next. I'm going to roll it onto the very, very back of it, secure it there. Because when I get second stop up here in Algona, I'm going to take it off anyway. Because if I don't, I'll have to take the bigger tractor off and swap it. So I'll just swap it at the very beginning. So we'll take the, we'll put the Bobcat right on the very back, get to our second stop, take it off, put this 700 tractor on, we'll get that set, we'll put the Bobcat back on, then we will get our permits, travel with the oversized load of the tractor, and then I doubt today I'll be able to pick up the over in Sioux Falls, but it really doesn't matter if we pick it up to the snowblower in Sioux Falls today anyway, because I'm not in that big of a rush. Rough bridge, that guy was bouncing, or that lady was bouncing. Yeah, making it rough on the road. Hi, Alan Cooper, how you doing? Oh, I already said hi to you. Well, how long have you been driving a truck? Today or in total? No, I hit my 3-year mark back in June 19th. Yeah, June 19th was my 3-year mark. Or no, July, sorry, July, March, April, May, June, no, sorry, June the 12th. I'm figuring when I graduated from the from my truck driving school. No, I'm not going to count that. June the 12th is my 3-year anniversary being in a truck. I just celebrated my 1-year anniversary at this company on August the 5th. So I have just started my my fourth year trucking and my second year at this company. I've driven a 2016 Volvo 670. I pulled a van trailer, 53 foot for the most part. I pulled a reefer trailer for one load. I pulled a 30-foot trailer for one load. But all the rest of the time, it's been a 53-foot van trailer, pulling all kinds of stuff. I did local delivery for carpet, flooring, tile, furniture. I pulled food, beer, water, potato chips, cat food, trash, paper, all kinds of automotive parts and whatnot. So done a lot of stuff. I drove a 2019 Kenworth T680, pulling a 53-foot flatbed or step deck trailer. Truck parts, styrofoam, aluminum, trailers, almost anything that would fit on a flatbed. All right, this is, what is this? This is Dow City, D-O-W, Dow City. Edelman Oil, little country, gas station and little convenience store there. Speed limit is 35, I'm doing 30. No, I have never done livestock or food of that type, frozen food, swinging beef. Nope, never done that. And to be honest, I have absolutely no desire to do that. Oversized, heavy haul, construction, and agricultural equipment. This is precisely the type of trucking I have always wanted to do. Now, I didn't start off with this type of trucking. I started off with the most basic type of trucking and stepped up, A, to be doubly sure, but B, to get all the basics down first. No, I've never done doubles or a B train or triples. I would like to try it once, but that'd be about it. I really don't want to do that kind of hauling. I don't want to do tanker work. I don't want to do local food service or, beverage service. Not my preferred, type of trucking to do. I've been very fortunate that, I got the education that I wanted in trucking. I did the type of trucking and had the experiences I had and the ability to learn the lessons I needed to learn, which, it wasn't exactly planned out, but it was premeditated. I didn't have a very rigidly defined course to go, but had general ideas of what I wanted to accomplish in a certain time frame to allow me to get to where I am now. Now, I'm not fully where I want to be. That just takes more time, more education, more experience for me to be moved up to what I finally want to do. So we will I'm not going to say that I've mastered what I do, my job. I think I've reached a point of competency, of somewhat measurable skill and knowledge. That's the thing. It's not just doing the work, it's also know why you're doing it and how you're doing it to achieve it in the best possible manner. Got a little wide load. We're going to move over here to the right a little bit, get away from them. But like I said, you know, I try to set my course for my trucking career along a certain path. I don't have specific deadlines. I want to get things done. I don't have, you know, I must do this or else type, you know, waypoints on my in my career. It's like I want to do this by this range of dates. You know, and the fact that I'm still in that learning process, and I hope I always am. I hope I always am. So that, you know, that I never get complacent, I never get careless, I never get, you know, oh, that's okay. You know, I know it needs 3 chains, but I only put 2 on there. Ah, this one strap will do just fine. Ah, I'm not going to worry about that hanging off in that direction. You know, I don't want to let myself get to that point. So as long as I keep learning, as long as I always feel like I have something to improve, I'll continue to improve. And as long as I can do that, I think I'll continue to have some success in what I'm doing. All right, so 3 miles up the road here, we're supposed to be making a left-hand turn. We're going to cross the Boyer River again. Fairly shallow, but it's flowing. Let's see what this orange advisory sign says. US 59, Iowa 144, closed. So we will see if we need a, we shouldn't need that because I'm not getting onto Iowa 141. So we should be closed, and it says closed to the south, if I remember what it said. Pretty sad I got to worry about my memory this short after it, but. Alright, so this right here, off to our left here, is an ethanol plant. So all the corn that's grown in this area is coming here, basically being turned into alcohol. Not the kind of alcohol you can really drink, but alcohol nonetheless. that's going to be the majority of this corn in this area is going to that. All right, Denison. We're going to move over here because we got to make a left, so we're going to get in the left-hand lane. Because I ain't going to wait till the last minute to try to get over. AM Pride Truck Plaza, Denison. We could stop here for a moment because I would want to, but there you go. Take my cruise control off here because we're coming up to a intersection. Why is this doing this? South and east is closed. So we're going to be heading east, north. Well, 141 west, but we're not really getting on that. Why is this doing this? We're going to watch our self through the intersection here. There we go. Let's get ourselves over to the right now. Come on. In about 1 mile, we are going to turn right, it looks like. Let's get ourselves, go back over here to the left. Why is this guy stopping here? Oh, stop sign. Didn't see the stop sign. Ida Grove. Callie Christoph, how you doing? Alrighty, so this is Denison, Iowa. Now I think we can get over to the right-hand lane. So Iowa 39 is what we're going to get on here. Why is it doing this? Right, so I need to we're going to pull off to the side of the road here. The GPS is acting kind of weird here, but let me see if I got to stop it and start it real quick. I gotta love the technology. There we go. It is just acting up, so I'm going to stop it and start it real quick. Alright. Alright, I think we should be able to do that right there. Alright, so right here, this John Deere dealer is a van wall equipment. But not the van wall John Deere dealer we need. We got another 47 miles up the road to a van wall equipment. So same company, different different John Deere dealer. Different location. All right, Western Iowa Power Cooperative. Got a little dirt track racing track right there. All right, Deloitte, 5 miles. Chiron, 12 miles. And Sac City is 47 miles away, so almost an hour. Hey Ross, you have a good one. You got to bow out, not a problem. I do thank you for coming in. Waiting for your next video to be uploaded, because I always enjoy those drives. Well, yeah, ready. So this is pretty much the long and short of it. Nothing, like I said, it's the Midwest, nothing particularly too exciting. And oftentimes that's the best way to have it. Don't lollygag if you're going to pass. Pass. Taking your sweet old time doing that. Yeah, Ross, you have a good day, or a good evening, as it were. And we will see you later, sir. Trucking along with Kersey. How are we doing, ma'am? Hopefully the road is treating you well. Ah, yeah. DOT physical, yay. Yeah, I just did mine, renewed mine last month. Or actually back in June. No, June? No, July. July 16th, 15th. Yep. Got mine redone, so I'm good for another 2 years before I have to get it done again. So we are good to go. It's always fun stopping for that, to be picked and prodded and poked over. But other than that, we're good to go. Oh, I know I know why it's slipped my mind. It's one of the few things I actually wanted to really say and announce. We passed 1,100 subscribers this month, which I find that amazing. We are at 3,200 watch hours, so we're getting close to that magic 4,000, which I'm not really worried about, but I still find it fascinating that it's a goal to achieve. But the main thing I wanted to say besides that was, more than likely I will be doing a live stream tonight making a true Japanese ramen tonight. So if you want to see a pretty, 90% authentic ramen being made, live stream tonight, come join me on, for a little more cooking. So hopefully you find that out. I could have waited till the weekend to do it, but I need a good ramen. So we will be doing, I'm going to do that tonight. I don't know exactly what time. Probably around 5 or 6 p.m. Central Time. Now, I have the true Japanese noodles. I have the true Japanese, soup base. I have onion. I have green onion. I have a bit of beef. I need a little. I'd rather have a little bit of pork, but I have a little bit of beef I can slice up and put on there. I have the soy sauce. I have, beef broth. I have some eggs. I'm going to boil I'm going to kind of soft, soft boil a couple of eggs. I have the seaweed. I have the chopsticks. I have a real Japanese ramen bowl. I have all the tools I need to make it. So we're going to have something a little bit more enjoyable than a hot dog from the Pallet Flying J, or an instant salad. So we are going just fine. All right, so 18 miles up the road, we got to make another turn onto Iowa 175. Nathaniel Lee, good morning to you, sir. The wind's picking up a little bit here, but we have done 97.4 miles today, 876 miles on the truck. We have 5,551.2 hours on the engine, 78 degrees outside. We're doing about 7.9 miles to the gallon. Trucker Z, good morning to you, sir. Well, we just hit 8 miles to the gallon, so not too bad of a trip so far. We'll get up here and we will get ourselves loaded with this Bobcat going out to Thermopolis, Wyoming. But we got 2 other things to pick up before we even get there, so we will do as we can. Yeah, so I think we're going to do another live stream for cooking tonight, because I didn't do one on Saturday. I might as well do one today. Show you something that most people will never make in the trunk. Now, this is it's not the instant ramen noodle. You take it out of the pack, you throw it in the water, throw a little soup pack in there, and you heat it, you boil it up, and you're done. It's going to be a little bit more fancy, a little bit more involved, but we're gonna have you all enjoy it. La 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 la, man. All right, so a nice country drive. Got some kind of bean growing up here in these fields right here. Don't know what kind, but some kind of bean. So if you see these, get up the hill. We got a bunch of windmills off to our left here, off to the west. We're heading north. Off to the west here, out towards the Orange area. Recently did a load bringing a crane piece out here. So these windmills over here, I did a part in helping to construct them. View out the window there. That's the view out the window. This is Chiron. K-I-O-N. Chiron. Slow ourselves down a little bit here. Another typical Iowa small town. And that was basically it. spinning around to the east. Josh Warmke, good morning, sir. And this is what we get to see this morning. Cornfield after cornfield after cornfield, bean field, bean field, bean field. Farms, small towns, windmills, silos. So not that incredibly exciting, I know, but press here. We're going to turn back to the north a bit. T6 cat. We'll throw some binders on it. We'll put it for the we'll set situated. And we're good, safe, and road. From Sac City, after we get loaded, we're going to head up to Algona, Iowa, about another 90 miles down the road. We're going to pick up a John Deere 7800 tractor with dually tires that are taken off it. So we got permits, so we're gonna have to wait around for that.